Mr. Romney, I have a message for you and all Americans who feel as if you do. Take a good look. Go ahead, Mr. Romney, take a good look. I want you to look very closely. I am one of those 47% people that you claim believes that we are entitled to everything from Medicare to education. Well, Mr. Romney, let me just tell you something. We are entitled to it. Why? Because every American needs a fair chance in the race of life. And you, Mr. Romney, you don't even stand for the original values of the Republican Party. Do you know who said everyone deserves a fair chance in the race of life? That would be a Republican president. You may have heard of him. His name was Abraham Lincoln. So let me say something to you, Mr. Romney. You probably think I'm being partisan, and you probably think that I'm a Democrat, so this is nothing more than rhetoric, right? And I'm sure the conservatives out there probably think the same thing, right? Wrong. First of all, let me be very clear. It does not matter if you are a Republican president, a Republican member of Congress, a Democratic president, an independent. It does not matter. You must care about all Americans. And you know something else, Mr. Romney? You speak about the 47% that are entitled and they're receiving Medicare and free medical treatment. Well, your own running mate, Paul Ryan, he is a congressman. He gets free, government paid for, government subsidized by us, yes, your fellow Americans. Yes, that's right. He gets free medical care. That's right. Or at least at the very least $500 a year with no co-pays and no co-insurances. So, Mr. Romney, it seems to me that under your opinion and your statements, you would have to tell Paul Ryan he can't be your own running mate because he's not your kind of people. Well, you know what, Mr. Romney? My kind of people is the American people. And that's why I pray to God, and yes, I believe in Jesus Christ, Mr. Romney. I hope that every voter in America, whether they are Republican, whether they are Democrat, liberal, conservative, moderate, I hope that on November the 6th, you lose so badly that it is more than 30 to 40%. And the reason why I hope this, not because I'm being partisan, but it's because you don't deserve to be the president of the United States because you don't care about all Americans. And you know, you can go and sit there or stand there and say that there's half of all Americans want handouts. Well, I guarantee you one thing. I may right now be receiving I may be receiving help, but I don't want to not be a productive American. You see, Mr. Romney, most of us want to work. Most of us want to be productive. Most of us want to live the American dream. The problem is that for more than 50% of Americans, well, to be exact, 47% of Americans, we don't have access to American dream right now. So, Mr. Romney, when you say you don't care and you're not worried about half of all Americans, you have done many things wrong by making that statement because it shows you really don't care about America at all. You only care about your own self-interest and nothing else. Well, you know what else, Mr. Romney? It proves that you're really not a Christian or even a Mormon. Because you see, Jesus Christ wants people to help those who need help. You, on the other hand, don't want that. In fact, you want to keep taking from those who have very little or nothing. So you, Mr. Romney, you don't deserve and cannot be president. I made that declaration. You're dang right I did. I said you cannot be president. So it's up to every one of you, America. Even if you're the most conservative Republican and you don't like the President of the United States, you have to either vote for him, don't vote at all, or vote for an independent or a write-in. But you cannot vote for a man who would insult the president, insult you, and even pick on the president. Even Ronald Reagan wouldn't do that in the time of the crisis back in the hostages, back in the Iranian hostages crisis. So Romney has gone over the line. Don't vote for Romney. Don't ever vote for Romney. You know what? Hopefully in November, America is going to send you, Mr. Romney, a message that you don't say you don't care about anybody. Because as president, it's your job to care about everybody. That's all I got to say. And you know what? I approve of this message because unlike you, Mr. Romney, I actually care about every American. I'm Albert Turcasso of Humanity Matters. And Mr. Romney, all 100% of Americans matter. You might want to think about that the next time.